A Belvidere nonprofit created less than a decade ago to invest in underserved youth and their families now has its own location. WIFR's Anthony Ferretti talked with the organization's leader on how its new home will expand on its mission.
Local educator Nancy Razone started Youth Movement less than a decade ago when she saw a need for equitable access to resources for students so they can reach their full potential.
When she moved to Belvidere, she realized that there wasn't really anything here that provided any services for parents, Hispanic students.
For years, Youth Movement members met at the 4-H office in Belvidere, providing evidence-based opportunities in leadership, career exploration, and more. Saturday, the group opened its first location along South State Street.
Growing up, language was a huge language barrier for parents and then students. We didn't always have that help at home with homework or maybe seeing what we wanted to do after high school or even after college.
Jackie Rosas is on the nonprofit's leadership team. She says they want to be a support system for 8th grade, high school, and college students who don't have that outlet.
As a Hispanic high school student, I've also been through some barriers, for example, reaching out for high school opportunities.
One of those students is Ernesto Davila, a freshman at Belvidere High School and data analytics intern for Youth Movement.
It has really showed me what you can do to make sure that your community is involved and heard and that they understand that there's people here to help them, to support them in their journey from high school to college and beyond, and make sure that they thrive.
Through the organization's vision and dedication, Youth Movement organizers say they have grown into a vital resource for young people and their families.
We all felt really proud of ourselves and being able to actually see it come to life, all of our visions, all of our goals.
The place does offer tutoring. The nonprofit wants to expand its services, including for parents, on how to fill out a FAFSA for students, in addition to English classes. And they also want to reach more elementary and middle school students.
Thank you, Anthony. And in addition to leadership meetings Tuesday evenings, Youth Movement is open for study hours from 3 to 7 p.m. Wednesdays and from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sundays.